this was kind of a turning point for me because I had so many days where I didn't eat according to my plan and I still lost weight. You will see the results as long as you stay consistent enough. So that's when I really was like, okay, what is going on? Like, why am I not losing weight? The next day I was ordering McDonald's. Hi everyone. I wanted to make this video about fat loss, weight loss, because I feel like, at least for me, the media or whatever, the advisory ads, I don't know, whoever is running this whole thing is making it seem like fat loss is this complicated thing. Like you need to buy these products and you need to do this workout class and whatever. When in reality, if you're a healthy individual, that is, fat loss is not that hard. Like it's pretty simple. You have to be in a calorie deficit. It's such a hard word for me. I feel like I want to say it like deficit. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to show you how I went from this to this in a matter of 6 months, and not feeling like I have to diet, not feeling I have to restrict myself a lot, or just like be miserable, which I feel like a lot of times fat loss and being miserable and starving is also like there is a connect between those two. I don't know. So I kind of want to break all of those little myths and tell you that you can achieve fat loss in a pretty simple, sustainable way. At least it's sustainable. To me, that's the most important, because there is no point to crash diet or do any sort of extreme diet, because if it's not a sustainable diet that you can upkeep for the rest of your life, then you're just gonna gain all the weight back. So what is really the point of that, you know? Also, I want to preface, I'm not a doctor. This is nowhere near medical advice. Please seek your own doctor in case you're dealing with any sort of, I don't know, illness, or even if you're struggling with weight loss in general. This is only to tell you my journey of getting to this point. So yeah, I lost 26 pounds in a matter of, and 26 pounds is 12 kilos in a matter of 6 months. And this is how I did it. Also, another preface, I am someone that has always struggled with body image issues, with eating. When I was younger, I used to like just quit eating, and I had a lot of eating disorder type of behaviors. So this is also to say that I get it. Like I have been there where my relationship to food has been toxic, and I still kind of notice it in certain ways, but I feel like I definitely have come a long way. And if you're someone that's been struggling with the same kind of issues, like body image issues, thoughts around like, what is the word? Your mind just like thinking about food a lot of times, like a food noise, yeah. Yeah, if you're someone that deals with a lot of food noise and stuff, I feel you. I have been there, I'm still kind of there, but yeah, this is especially for you, to tell you that you can achieve this in a sustainable way that isn't killing you, and hopefully it can heal your relationship with food a little bit, because I feel like the way I've lost my weight this past 6 months, it definitely has taught me a lot about my body and about food in general. And yeah. And by the way, if you're new here, I'm Julia. I am someone that wants to create a meaningful, intentional, and an authentic life and live life the way I want to. And this channel is kind of like me doing that in a way. And I just hope to inspire anyone that's out there that's wanting to do something of their own, create something of their own. And yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so in order to get fully into this, let's go back a bit. My fitness journey started like 8 years ago when I started going to the gym. Because yeah, I just did not like my body. I wanted to start going to the gym, doing something about it. And yeah, I got really into the gym. I kind of accidentally got into a pretty good shape by eating really well, because I was living on my own. I was single. I was eating pretty simple meals. I had no idea about any macros, calories, any of that thing, any of those things. I just kind of knew that carbs were bad in my mind, which is not true, but at that time that's what I thought. So I avoided carbs a lot of times, and I ate just pretty simple foods, I would say. And that was kind of the reason why I think I got into a pretty good shape, because I was obviously going to the gym and building muscle at the same time too. So yeah, at that point I was, for example, at work, I would snack a lot, like cookies and whatever, and I would always feel pretty guilty about it. So yeah, the only thing I was really tracking at that point was my protein intake. Like, that's all I kind of knew about, and I wanted to optimize that. So yeah, I got pretty fit, was happy. Then life happened. I met my boyfriend, and well, my lifestyle changed a lot. I started moving less, like in general, like walking and stuff. I started eating more. I started eating the foods that my boyfriend was making that were not so simple foods. They were still healthy, home-cooked meals, but at the end of the day, they were going over my calories, like my maintenance calories. So yeah, we still kept going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week like I was doing before. But this is what I realized now, is gym does not make you lose weight. Gym builds muscle. You get me? Like, yeah, going to the gym when you're lifting weights, obviously you're burning calories, but it's not a significant amount to, how do I say this? At the end of the day, if you're eating more than your maintenance calories, you're not gonna lose any weight, or you're not even gonna maintain your current body weight by just going to the gym. You understand? Yeah, I gained 26 pounds, that's 12 kilos, in a matter of a year. I guess my mistake with this was me not weighing myself for a really long time. And then suddenly I just started feeling really uncomfortable in my body. I was like, what is this like roll here? Like, I didn't have that before. Like, I just didn't feel good. So yes, that happened. I was like, okay, I need to lose this weight. I started becoming more conscious of the things I was eating. I was like, okay, let's eat more healthy. And also I increased my cardio a lot at the gym. I was doing like these long incline walks and Stairmaster sessions that I hated, by the way, but because I felt like, okay, I have to burn more calories in order to lose weight. And nothing happened. Because then I realized something. Even though we were eating healthy foods with my boyfriend and home cooked meals and whatever, I was still eating more than what I needed to be eating in order to weigh what I wanted to weigh. You get me? So you can have all the healthy foods. For example, nuts are really healthy. Seeds are really healthy. Okay, those are just my two examples that I was eating a lot of. But they are very calorie dense foods. So a little amount of them every day can add up a lot of calories to your whole day without you even kind of like noticing it. So yeah, nothing was happening because even though I was eating healthy, I was eating more than I was supposed to eat in order to lose weight. I was in a calorie maintenance or a little bit of a calorie surplus mode because I was not losing weight. So that's when I really was like, okay, what is going on? Like, why am I not losing weight? And that's when I started to really get into it. I started to ask, okay, I have to say, ChatGPT has saved my life in terms of this. Like, I don't think I could have ever figured out like my, how many calories I'm supposed to be eating, how many calories is in what food and whatever without ChatGPT. Like, it is truly a very good tool. At least it has been for me. So yeah, I asked ChatGPT. I also used this website called TDEE calculator. I will put it down. That basically shows you how many calories you need to be eating in order to maintain your weight, increase your weight, or decrease your weight. So you just put your age, your weight, how active you are. But you can do this either with the calculator or you can just use ChatGPT. I think it's pretty accurate. Because yeah, then I got the amount of calories I should be eating in order to lose weight. And I started to really create like a meal plan for myself. Also at this point, I realized I have to get like a proper scale in order to actually measure my food and yeah, just in order to accurately track how much I'm eating and how many calories I'm consuming. And this was kind of a turning point for me because previously I associated serious counting calories and weighing your food with a lot of negativity, and I felt like it was something that only people who had eating disorders or who were just obsessive in general did. Like, I just did not have a good perception of like just tracking your food for some reason. I don't know why. Now that I'm like 6 months in, I feel like it is such a great tool because the biggest thing I've gained from really counting my calories and like tracking my food is I feel like I have so much more control over my food thoughts, for example, and just in general, knowing what I'm putting into my body gives me just more peace. Because previously, even when I was pretty fit, I always felt like whenever I would eat cookies or whatever, any sweet treats that I was consuming, I would always feel guilty afterwards. Because I was like, oh, I've ruined like my whole week now or whatever. But when you start counting your calories and you understand how much, for example, in one cookie, how many calories is in one cookie, it gives you perspective because you realize, okay, so this probably had this amount of calories. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Or you can even fit into your meal plan cookies, you know? So it was definitely counting calories changed the way I saw food, and it gave me a lot of information about food that I didn't have honestly before. And don't get me wrong, counting calories can go overboard, just like any healthy activity. You know, you can go overboard with going to the gym, for example. So yeah, I created my meal plan. A lot of trial and error in the beginning, adjusting to all the foods. Also in the beginning, I was only tracking, again, my protein and just my calories in total. I was not tracking other like carbs or fats. If you count only your calories, like if you only care about how many calories you're consuming, it is much easier to be very free with your diet. Like you can include a lot of things in your diet and still stay in that calorie window. Whereas if you want to optimize all your calories, so you want to have optimal amount of proteins, optimal amount of carbs, and optimal amount of fats, it limits kind of what you can eat and what you can't, because you have to, if you want those optimized, then you have to hit those things with certain foods. You get me? So just keep that in mind. But for the first maybe 3 months, I was only really concerned with how much protein I was getting and just staying in my like caloric window. But then I just wanted to optimize after that, and I really enjoy my meal plan now, even though it's not as free for all as it was in the beginning. But you decide what works for you best, honestly. Also, one thing I did in the beginning, I found myself first setting a calorie goal, and then I was always kind of trying to eat less than that, because I was like, okay, so it's gonna work better, like I'm gonna lose weight faster, or it's really gonna work if I'm actually eating a little bit less. But what I found, and that's definitely the toxic side of my food noise coming in. I realized that. And also the thought ingrained that in order to be skinny and in order to be fit, you have to eat as little as possible, which is not true. And my point anyway is not to be super skinny. I just want to be my best self, first of all, and I just want to be fit. I want to feel good in my body. I want to look good in my body. And to be honest, I'm still not at my goal weight, but I'm definitely I've reached the weight that I was prior. But at this point, I'm just okay, let's see where I can get to. But also being super mindful that I do not want to be super skinny or anything like that. That's not my goal. But yeah, my point was, in the beginning I noticed that because I was trying to get in as little calories as possible, even though I made this plan for myself, these are the calories I can have in order to lose weight, I was still trying to go below for some reason. But what ended up happening was then I would just be too hungry, and then I would just end up binging and going way over my calories. So that took a little bit of an adjustment for me to realize, okay, you can eat this amount of calories fully and not feel guilty about it and feel like you have to go constantly under it. Also, the mindset of if I eat a little bit under the amount of calories I'm supposed to eat during the week, maybe during the weekend, if there is something going on and I slip with my diet, then it kind of saves me. That was also my thinking, which I don't think it's a good way to live, because at the end of the day, how you show up every day matters way more than how you show up sometimes. If sometimes you go over your calories, it doesn't matter at all. But if you're consistent with your calories over months, that's all that is gonna matter. Truly, a few weeks out of 6 months do not matter at all. I'm telling you. So yeah, that was just something to keep in mind if you notice that you're kind of doing the same and you're trying to reserve calories for some other time. Just don't do that. Have your calories for the day and try to stick to them as much as possible without reserving them for some other day, you know? So yeah, I set my meal plan. I told myself I can do this easily. I just have to be patient. And that was really true. You just have to be patient. I know it sucks in the beginning because you feel like, okay, 1 day of eating like this, okay, 2 days of eating like this, but you know, time will go past anyway. Like, time will fly anyway. You will see the results as long as you stay consistent enough. I went for a few months like this, just eating right, going to the gym normally, and then I started my personal trainer certification, and I learned way more about movement and food, like all the macros. And macros is just carbs, proteins, and fats, and all the micronutrients like vitamins and something else. Yeah, so that's when I really wanted to start optimizing of getting the right amount of carbs and fats also, because I was only until then optimizing my protein. But what my certification taught me, especially as someone who trains, like lifts weights, it is so important to have enough carbs. And it is so important to have enough fats, especially as a woman, to keep your hormones in balance. One extra thing I started doing after a couple months of my little weight loss journey was adding walking. I did not realize how big of a difference getting your steps in is. Everyone is always talking about the 10K steps, and I guess that was kind of my inspiration. I told myself, okay, from now on, my goal is to have 10K steps every day. Because also, the information I gained from my PT course, that supported the fact that you should be moving your body anyway. Like, sitting is not good for you at all. Like, you moving your body in a very low effort kind of way, aka walking, is so good for you. If I wasn't walking those 10K steps every day, I feel like my weight loss would have been way slower if I was just going to the gym, for example. So walking, I feel like it gives me more, I can eat more basically because I'm burning a little bit of extra. And also it's just so good for you to move your body. And yeah, also on top of that, at some point I started adding cardio. Like, now I do 4 to 5 times a week of cardio, which is basically me doing incline walking for like 30 minutes per cardio session. And I add that into my daily steps. It's a pretty easy way to get my cardio in. You can get your cardio in any way that you enjoy, and you also don't have to do it every day, or a lot of times if you don't. I feel like doing cardio is, if you enjoy it, please incorporate it, but also if you don't like it, you don't have to. Like, walking truly is enough for a lot of people. If you're walking, I would say walking 10K steps and eating in a way that you're in a calorie deficit, you can achieve a lot with that. But if you want to like add, like maybe make your weight loss a little bit faster, add some cardio sessions And if you want to have the lean look, that's basically you building muscle in the gym. And then as your weight goes down, your muscles start to show through. So that's the lean look. If you want to have that, you have to go to the gym. But if you don't care about that, then just walking is great. One thing that really helped me was doing monthly weigh-ins, because I actually don't even have a scale at home. I used my boyfriend's parents' scale every time I would go there, like monthly. Yeah, I wouldn't obsess over the number on the scale, because that can be affected by a lot of things, especially if you're a woman. Like, for example, your cycle, your menstrual cycle, and whatever you ate the day before, when you ate, all of those can contribute to it. So I wouldn't weigh yourself that often. What worked for me was doing monthly weigh-ins, and I could see the trend going down every time. And yeah, that was a really great feeling. I also encourage to take like body measurements. I think those are super great. Those are really like encouraging. And take pics, even though if you hate the way you look right now, because trust me, when I started, I was like, I do not like this. Like, you kind of can feel hopeless, like, I don't know if I can really do this. But trust me, take the pictures and you will be so glad, because it will be so cool to look back like, oh wow, like I looked way different than I do now. Also, lastly, I had so many days in this past 6 months where I didn't eat according to my plan. I went way over my calories. I went out for drinking. The next day I was ordering McDonald's. I had so many days where I didn't eat according to my plan, and I still lost weight. 'Cause it really is about, you probably heard of the 80-20 rule. 80% of what you do really matters. 20% does not matter. So I'm telling you this so you don't have to stress about every time you eat out or completely dismiss your calorie intake for the day, like you don't count your calories. I'm telling you, it does not matter. It's easy to say, I know, because I still get those days where I eat off plan. I'm like, like I shouldn't have done that. But I try to remind myself that I have done it so many times and I've still managed to lose weight. So it really isn't that deep, because honestly, if you're sticking to your calories in your program for the most of the time, you will see progress. As long as you don't let it become like a spiral where one day you fell off plan and then you're like, okay, so I've screwed up the whole plan. Like, no, that's not how it works. You fell off for one day. It doesn't matter. Just like continue on your regular meal plan the next day and you'll be just fine. I promise you. I'm telling you, this is something I cannot stress enough. So yeah, this video has been very long. I apologize for that, but I hope it's been informative. I hope it's giving you inspiration to maybe start your own journey if that's something that you have been wanting to do. I hope this gave you some resources for that. And yeah, if you're really in the beginning of that journey, I wish you the best of luck. And the most important thing for you to remember is to be patient. The results will get there. And also to enjoy your body as it is right now. Even if you're not at your goal weight, please appreciate your body. Appreciate what it can do. Not just what it looks like, but what it's capable of doing. Because, you might look back one day and think, oh, I was so harsh with my body. Because that's how I feel a lot of times, actually. So even if I'm not at my goal weight, I always try to remind myself. I'm still so grateful for my body because I'm able to move my body. You know, my body is healthy. So that's really important to remember as well. It's not just about the number on the scale or whatever. It really is about how you feel in your body. And yeah. I guess that's all from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Comment down below what you want to see, if you got anything from this video, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!